Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the...
Sorry.
What was that?
That was the news. I was listening to music while getting ready this morning.
You just
Huey Lewis in the news?
You just actively choose to put on Huey Lewis in the news sometimes?
Yeah, because my taste is vast and varied, while yours is the same shit over and over.
That's not true. That's not true.
Really?
That simply is not true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. What
It
was the last song you listened to?
The last song that I listened to, I know that because I have a Last.fm account. There's a song that I've been really enjoying called Hot Mess Nonsense by this artist called McCall. It's pretty great.
Cool. What genre of music would you say that is?
I don't know, it's kind of like experimental pop. It's more interesting than Huey Lewis in the news, Joe.
I'm Eric, and I don't like music that seems older than it is, even though I wear a fucking Def Leppard shirt that I've had since I was in fucking high school.
You're thinking of Black Sabbath.
Get off your high. Get off.
I would never wear a Def Leppard shirt.
You would never wear a Def Leppard shirt?
I would be caught dead in
You're a piece of shit.
What do they got? Pour some sugar on me?
Hysteria is great. The whole album is great.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that is true.
Shit.
No,
see. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
It's not my.
You can't trust this man's taste. You can't remember what songs some bands have done.
It's not my jam, but it's a well-made. It's a well-made album. That's fair.
When we make love, do you look in the mirror?
I'm just not a. Yeah, I mean, and I know you are.
Think of?
I'm just not an 80s ballad kind of guy.
Does he look like me?
What's your favorite 80s ballad?
My favorite 80s ballad?
Mm-hmm.
God, it's really dated. I don't even know if it's my favorite, but my immediate go-to would be the one from Karate Kid Part 2.
What's that?
I'm trying to remember the name of the song. I am the man who will fight for your honor. I'll be the hero you've been dreaming of. Glory of Love by Peter Cetera. That's it.
I don't even know that song. I don't think I've ever seen Karate Kid Part 2. I'm sorry.
What? That's the good one.
No, I haven't seen it.
He goes to Japan. He learns about how to karate because of a drum. No?
What?
Okay, it's fine. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of 80s. Listen, I'm into ballads.
I know you are.
80s ballads especially are fucking rad. And it's got to be the right it's got to be the right kind of ballad.
Does
it can't just be a thing.
Does Forever Young by Alphaville count?
I wouldn't say it's a ballad.
Yeah, I guess it's not because they're just
Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Bang. That's a bang.
See, that's okay. So that's what I'm trying to figure out here. You in your spare time, when you're sitting there, you in your spare time sometimes, have like Spotify open, and you actively choose to put on Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Like
I hit like on every single song I've ever liked ever, and I have a playlist of over 3,000 songs.
Me too.
And I just hit random.
But I'll tell you what, Every Rose Has Its Thorn is not on that playlist.
Then you don't know good music, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
My liked songs playlist is 11,000 songs, and Every Rose Has Its Thorn is not one of them.
That's wild to me, because that means you're just actively choosing not to listen to great songs.
I got King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Fugazi, Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah, Melvins, Misfits, Mastodon, Clarence Clarity, Japanese Breakfast, Romy, Feeble Little Horse, not Poison. Actually, well, listen, Talk Dirty to Me is pretty great.
Talk dirty to me. Anyway, let me. I'm gonna go down my most recently added. A lot of it is from Across the Spider-Verse, so I'm not really gonna count those right now.
Ooh, I still haven't seen that.
It's fucking great.
I know.
But I've got Mistreated by Deep Purple. I've been rocking out to that.
Ooh, I don't know that one.
I don't know if that's a ballad. That's just mostly just them jamming and then saying how they've been mistreated.
That I gotta check that out. You know what my favorite Deep Purple song is Hush. That song fucking
That's a
rocks.
good one. That's a good one. That's fucking
That's
good.
One of my all-time favorite songs.
I will say, I'll tell you these 3 because they're in a row. Are you ready?
Okay.
Actually, 4 because they're in a row. Okay. More Than Words by Extreme.
Okay.
That's a fucking good ballad.
That's a good ballad.
More Than Words.
That's a good ballad.
Somebody That I Used to Know.
That's
just I guess. No, these aren't ballads. This is just an example of what my life. I know, but I guess that's El Tango de Roxanne from the Moulin Rouge soundtrack.
Okay.
Why does my heart cry? And then a metal version of Gimme 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 by ABBA.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, there's so many metal and rock covers of ABBA, and it's also fucking good.
Which version of Gimme 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 is the best? The Brian David Gilbert version, the metal version, or the original version? Or the one that Madonna did where it just uses the sample?
There's also...
She just sings over that song. No. There's also what? What else?
The musicals. They did because
yes.
They took that whole ABBA and put it into a musical.
Mm-hmm.
No, the one I was listening to is Fair Schwans. It's like a Viking metal.
That actually works.
Yeah. It is a different context as a Viking yells, "Gimme, gimme, gimme a man after midnight."
Oh yeah.
But yeah. I have 3 different versions of Running Up That Hill because that song got super popular because of Stranger Things. 2 of them are metal. 1 of them is just the original.
That was a weird moment for me because I feel like for a long time I've never really understood Kate Bush, and I've never had to confront anybody about it until that happened with Stranger Things, and then people started talking to me about Kate Bush, and I was like, I don't really get Kate Bush, and I had to.
I mean, it's just music.
Kate Bush isn't really
crazy.
Kate Bush isn't really my. She's like I don't know. She's just like a little too theatric for me, which I'm sure you love. I prefer, but I feel like she's like if Bjork was like living in the woods. She's like woodsy.
Oh,
Bjork.
better Bjork.
Don't say that. I like electronic Bjork. I don't know. Anyway, so that's what are we okay, so I don't have a whole lot to talk.
You attacked my musical taste, motherfucker.
That was good.
You came after me.
That was great. That was great. Uh-huh. Do you like the song My Melancholy Blues by Queen?
Yeah.
You know that one?
Yeah. Okay. It's hard for me to find a Queen song I don't like, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, that's true. There's no bad Queen.
I got Radio Gaga stuck in my head for like a week.
That's a good song.
Radio Gaga.
I've been we're done moving, but now we have to unpack.
You look like everything's all set up. You have it nicely set up so it arranges you around your face.
Yeah.
The Star Wars VHSs look good.
Yeah, well that's
right there.
That's just sort of as a haphazard stack that I've done.
Yeah, but it's right next to your face. I thought it was intentional.
No, well, I think that is where they're going to go when everything is done, for sure. I did that intentionally, but it just is sort of a stack. It's been tough because there are things like, TV remotes that I just sort of threw into boxes and I don't know where they are. I haven't shaved in a while.
I see.
There wasn't hot water for a while, but we're getting it together. And I thought that because there's a bunch of crap around me, we can play a game called What's in Arm's Reach of Eric.
Sure.
I'll tell you about a thing. Okay. Do you want a stuffed thing, a plastic thing, or a figure?
Figure.
Let's see. I've got this figure of Strong Sad from Homestar Runner.
You actually have Homestar Runner figures?
He's totally washed out by the ring light. There he is.
It's not even, there's a lot of things being washed out here. Strong Sad.
I do. I have an entire set of Homestar Runner figures around me right here. Here's Pom Pom. There's the Poop Smith. They sold these on their website a long time ago, and I think I asked for them for Christmas one year, and that's That's what I got with the Star Runner figures.
There you go.
There's
there
the
you go,
cheat.
man.
All right, and then I also have. Well, here let's see. Do you want a Star Wars action figure, a Pokemon figure, or a NECA figure?
I think this bit sucks, but let's go for a Star Wars figure.
All right, well, let's see here. Remember when they added the footage of the CGI stuff in 1997?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's a droid that appears in the background for about 2 seconds.
Oh.
His name is Asp7. Look at him. Look at him, Joe.
I'm looking.
What are you doing?
What?
I also have this. Don't worry about. I also have this flask that's really hard to open.
It's the Nintendo flask. Yeah.
I think
because you have to like fucking spin that out, right? And that thing is just tied in that.
I got this at Comic-Con. No, it's not. It just. Mm-hmm. How do you do this, Joe? Do you drink?
Do you drink? Yeah, and then you tip it over.
You have to because that's what.
Here. Just throw your whole head back real quick with it. Just throw your whole head back with it.
Oh. There's residue of something that I drank.
Oh no! I think this bit needs to die. It was born and then it died. We're done.
I got this little frog.
Eric, it's very cute. This is the worst show and tell.
Rubber band ball.
Mm-hmm.
Tribble in a box.
So.
All right, I'll let it.
Please leave this topic. God damn.
You want to know something that's been on my mind for for weeks, but then we haven't had time to fit it into the show.
What?
And I thought that maybe I would finish Dr. Heath's show before I gave this opinion, but then my TV hasn't been on for weeks, and I haven't been able to.
Let me
tell you
Dr.
something
Teeth
about Muppets Mayhem. Let me tell you something.
Okay.
So there are the best Muppet things are things where the people involved with the Muppets interact with the Muppets like they're humans. You got your Elton John episodes. You got your Vincent Price episodes. You got Jason Segel recently. The Muppets work the best when people...
Jason Segel isn't that recently, though.
Holy fuck, it was like 10 years ago.
12. Yeah, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, bro.
Well, more recently than most Muppet things, really. So,
fair.
What it works best when somebody acts like the Muppets are just people. They're just like one of them. The Muppets work not as well when people act goofy around the Muppets. When they're like whoop, 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 Muppety Muppet. And I think that that's sort of the only flaw in the Muppets Mayhem show that I've seen is that they've got, I don't know, the supporting cast around them just acts too goofy. You need to play it straight for the Muppets for it to work, because then the Muppets are the goofy.
Do you? Because, I mean, you don't need it perfectly straight, but I mean, if we're just talking about, the Muppet Show, guests would act goofy all the time. Yeah,
they do, and I think that there are varying degrees of success. I think Mark Hamill did a pretty good job. It's more about, the tone that you address the Muppets in. Because what I noticed when I was watching it was I was like, something's a little bit off here. I don't know what it is when it comes to, the human interactions. And then...
Oh, were they saying a hard M?
It's not a thing. And I would know because you have dubbed me a Muppet racist.
You are. I didn't
because
dub
of
you.
Yoda.
Yoda is a Muppet, and
he's not a Muppet
as such.
He doesn't need to be. But the thing about
you give Minch Yoda the respect he deserves.
That's his name, isn't it? Minch.
Yep, Minch.
Sheev
Palpatine. Minch Yoda.
Grand Moff.
Grand Moff is his title. I forget his first name. I only know his fake
first name.
I know his fake first name from a bit I saw. Good old Grand Moff Jeffrey Tarkin.
Jeffrey?
Probably not Jeffrey. I wanted to be Jeffrey.
It's Will Huff. It's Will Huff. I knew that.
Yeah, Will Huff. That's fucking wild.
But yeah, so then I was watching it and I was like, no, something's a little bit off. And then Ben Schwartz showed up. Ben Schwartz, voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, Jean-Ralphio from Parks and Rec, played it so well. Because there's this scene that he's in with Animal where he's like trying to get Animal a job, and he plays it so perfectly because he levels with Animal in this way that just totally like smooths out the comedic timing of the whole thing. And that's the only thing about that. The show's good though. It's fun.
Oh, okay. I mean, you hated all the human bits from it last time we talked, so...
Yeah, that's the part that I enjoy the least, and I was trying to figure out why, and I think that's why. I think it's because the people that they chose to do it just don't have the right, they don't have the right chemistry. You need chemistry with the Muppets, man. It's different.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's hard to... I mean, I feel like it's hard to not have chemistry with the Muppets. They're the Muppets. They're designed to be, easily to interact with as long as you stay in the wheelhouse of which the characters exist. They're all constant bit characters, so it feels weird that it was hard to get to that.
Yeah, it does. That's the thing, though. It does feel weird, and that's sort of why.
The fact that we can't talk about Spider-Verse is pissing me off still. You need to get your act together.
I'm telling you, man.
All right?
It's like time has stopped for me for 2 weeks. Nothing pop culture related has happened to me. I've been living in the moment. I've been living in the wild. No electricity. No heat. Only...
No heat. You don't need heat. You're in Phoenix.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of heat. It just doesn't cover the thing. Look what else I got. Look what else I got.
I want you to know, is that a chicken?
So it's the emo goose from Crossy Road. It's the emo goose from Crossy Road.
Guys, I'm sorry. This episode sucks. We had a real good start. We really did. And now we're here. Because all he does is fucking show and tell. Like that's going to do anything. Like that means anything.
It's not fun for anybody listening on Spotify.
It has power. Eric, we're in the middle of watching One Piece.
Yeah.
Last we left off, Sanji and Usopp beat their respected fights, and now and Nami just showed up again. What do you think is going to happen?
I think that Nami is going to be the one to kill Arlong.
Okay.
I think that
got you.
Maybe Luffy will get involved, but she's going to be like, no, I gotta fucking kill this guy. And then she's gonna. And then they'll sail away, and at some point, there will be a time skip, and everybody will get buff or big boobs.
I mean, that last part is true.
When is the time skip? Can I ask that?
Oh, we are far removed. Removed.
That's fine.
If I, let me...
I mean, you don't have to give me an episode or anything. It's fine.
If I were to give you an episode... I mean, we're not even in... That's several hundreds of episodes from now. You need to know that.
That's fine.
I want to say
it's totally fine.
It is past episode, 500, I think.
Okay, that's fine. Look at this.
We still have to gather the crew. Stop showing me your shit!
It says Journey on it. Look, it's got little feet.
I hate doing a show with you.
I got one of these. Every Destiny is one of these little Marvel things.
Please fucking stop showing me shit. Please.
It doesn't really.
I beg of you. I beg of you. This is terrible content.
What have you been watching? You watched some sort of thing with Kevin last night, I know, because he wasn't allowed to come over.
He wasn't allowed to come. Well, we were going to play this game called Sunhaven, and finish it was the intent. Kevin decided.
What's Sunhaven?
Sunhaven is imagine, not Stardew Valley. I guess. Is that the right game I'm thinking of? It's a farming simulator where you can interact with town folk, and also there's combat, and I guess it's like Stardew Valley. There's events every season.
How do you finish something like that?
There's a finale. There's basically a main quest that you can do, but the game, I can only assume keeps going. There's no way it's going to end. There's no way it's going to end after you do the finale.
Right.
But we're at a point where we're like, okay, we missed two things in summer, like certain items, and one thing in winter, but we're all at the point where we get the final of the game. And we're like, hey, let's go do this. Let's finish this off. And Kevin was like, I'm going to play it out. I want to play it out. And I'm like, Kevin, I don't want to wait all the way for the next seasons just to get 2 things so we can finish this.
Oh, it sounds like Kevin, though.
Yeah. I had to have a whole discussion with him because he's like, I just want to play it out because I want to get all this stuff before that. I'm like, cool. You are keeping the rest of us hostage. Like, we want to finish this and be done with it. And move on to the next thing. So
did you finish it?
No, of course we fucking didn't.
Is it fun? Is it fun?
It stopped being fun. There's nothing else for me to do. We've done everything. The only thing Kevin is getting now is arbitrary levels and things we don't need. Like, he's like, I want to hit level 70 in all the skills. A lot of
fun.
And I'm like, why? We already have everything unlocked except for, like, we have to catch 2 fish in summertime and I think a crop in springtime that we didn't fucking grow.
So you didn't watch something?
And then after we had that discussion, right? And the compromise, because Kevin is kind of an the compromise. I had to have a whole talk with him, man, because I was like, hey, man, we're all done. Blah blah. He's like, yeah, but like I want to do that, and I guess it's just different of opinion. I'm like, no, it's you're holding us hostage, and you're being very selfish. You can give me a reason why you're being selfish. That doesn't change the fact that you're being selfish.
See, right? that's where you and I are different. Is that if something like that happens,
confront people on their bullshit.
If something like that happens, I go, all right, man. Usually,
no.
Kevin might contest that. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, like, there's a difference. If it's all right, man. If it's just him, but it's 3 other people who want to move on.
So what did you watch?
We started watching Kamen Rider Revice.
Okay, that's what it was.
We're introducing our friends to it. That way, when we eventually do a Kamen Rider tabletop game, which I'd be excited for, they kind of understand what the tropes are, how the world is, all that other shit. Big Kamen Rider fan over here. It's very good. It was fun. We watched quite a few episodes. We downloaded because the next game we're all going to play, because basically the compromise was, okay, level up and finish the fishing shit and all that, and then when you're done, let us know so we can hop on and do the finale together. Because you were going to be sad if we did the finale separately from each other. He was just trying to give me weird reasons as to why, like, oh, well, you don't know if you do the finale, it doesn't end the game for me. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty sure it's fine.
I don't think
that's a locked decision. But we downloaded No Man's Sky.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're going to start that. It's had several years worth of shit to do.
I want to know. I received a couple of Kamen Rider figures recently from...
You received Kamen Rider figures?
Yeah.
And you didn't deign to tell me?
Well, I unboxed...
That's what you should have been showing me! What the fuck is any of them? I don't give a shit about your Homestar Runner.
I was looking for it. I do have a copy of With Teeth by 9 Inch Nails near me. But... It's SACD. It's in very high quality sound. So I didn't recognize them as Kamen Rider figures, but somebody told me that they were because a follower of mine sent me just a unboxing box of stuff, and in there were just a couple of little guys. There's a red guy and a blue guy. Where do you start in Kamen Rider if you wanna get into that? And can we film it every Monday and Friday?
That's a hard question. Kamen Rider has been going on for over 50 years.
What?
Yeah, it's been over 50 years of Kamen Rider. And they to the point where they have different eras of Kamen Rider that are they're all canon. They all kind of interact with each other. Some are in different universes, but they all exist together. The original like Showa series of Kamen Rider, right? How many fucking riders were there? I think there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There were 9 series in the original Showa era. Then
Kamen Rider is not the show that Power Rangers
No, that's Super Sentai.
Okay, yeah.
Although Super Sentai and Kamen Rider have crossovers all the time because yeah. They did that in the original Mighty Morphin.
So should I start with the original series?
No, absolutely not. It's super old
for our
school.
Listeners looking to get into Kamen Rider.
It depends on what you... It's super old school, and it's like it's really old. It's old. Some of it is good. Some of it's very dated. They kind of had a resurgence with the Heisei era, and then right now we're in the Reiwa era. Different production companies, different shit. Yeah, there's a shit ton of Kamen Riders. It's super cool. I feel like the last few series of Kamen Rider have like really upped their game in storytelling because they felt like tokusatsu, which is the genre of like Japanese costume superheroes on TV. Like they felt like tokusatsu was dying. So it's like they decided to just really put a lot of money and effort into the last few series. Really good. It's just, it's just a lot of different wild concepts. My suggestion would be to read a synopsis of anything in like the Heisei to the current era. Let's not watch anything from the old era because that'd be fucking wild. And then find something you like. It's all about the themes and what they have.
Which series appeals to you just based on like the quick synopsis?
Quick synopsis, and also make sure if it's a good series or not. Double check if it's a good series. Sometimes they're not. I'm gonna be completely honest. Sometimes they're pretty not up people's alley. But the last two eras have been pretty good. We're currently watching Kamen Rider Ooze, which is
Ooze.
O's, yeah, 3 O's right together. Kamen Rider Ooze, because it's beyond infinity. There's another.
Oh, it gets infinity or. Okay.
Yeah, it gets more infinity. The whole thing is it's demons and greed, and like just really like looking into like the whole like concept of greed and everything about that. And it's neat. It's super cool. All the different suits are based on animal parts in that one. Whereas
parts, not whole animals?
No, because he's kind of a mix and match guy because he's got the 3 O's. He's got 3 different spots to put different Kamen Rider bits. So he could have the arms of a tiger, the head of a falcon, and the legs of a grasshopper.
Arms of a lion and the wings of a bat. That's a Homestar Runner thing, isn't it?
I don't know. There was one that was about video games and doctors. So it was a medical drama, but also involved video games. That one was fucking wild just because, like, whenever they would have, like, the serious conversation about drama, this certain, like, piano, like, would start playing and me and Kevin would be like, course. Oh, there's the piano. It's time for a serious conversation. Oh, we're on a rooftop. Oh, we're looking away from each other as we're talking about the patient. Wonderful.
So,
Wonderful.
Are they... Wait, okay, so it's a medical drama. Are they in
the
suits?
No, that one specifically is
I know.
They transform.
They're not in the suits when they're doctoring.
Well, yes and no, because one of the procedures involves them turning into the suits to fight the video game virus that's infecting people.
What the
Yeah, that's X-Aid. That X-Aid has the worst looking suits, in my opinion, but one of the best stories. So it's kind of... It's like, I hate everything about the gimmick and why you look like that, but I really, really enjoy the story. There was Gaim, which was about fruit.
Gaim?
Yeah. They would have different fruits as armor pieces that would slap onto themselves.
I like this. I want to check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
When we're 60
when
years
we're
old,
done with One Piece.
When we're 60 years old and One Piece is finally finished, maybe we can start Kamen Rider.
Maybe we can start a Kamen Rider.
Until then, though, we'll be back on Friday with a One Piece, as well as another PhazeCast on Wednesday, and another One Piece on Monday before that.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be
so much editing. If anybody wants to edit for me,
Do we have money to hire someone?
No, God no.
We're there?
No, God no. If anybody wants to do it for free, we'll see you next time on the PhazeCast. You know what? I saw the National live. That was cool. Anyway, we're gonna go.
Goodbye, everybody. Jesus fucking Christ. Bye, everybody.
Bye.